We spend so much time looking for the right way to do bariatric surgery. The right surgery, the right diet, the right rules. But after talking to so many people on this podcast, I've realized something. There's probably isn't one right way. There are principles that matter. There are habits that matter. But your journey will never look exactly like mine. And mine won't look exactly like yours. Cory and I tackle that very idea in today's episode as we talk about doing the research, sorting through all the noise, and learning to build a journey that's actually your own. Let's jump right in. Welcome back to Bariatric Past, where we have real conversations about weight loss, the bariatric journey, and the mindset shifts that come with it. If you're new here, I'm Jatoya, and this space is for people navigating any weight loss journey in real life. Let's get into today's episode. So you said that you are a year and a few months post-op. How long was it from when you started saying, I'm going to get the surgery until now? How long has it been?
So probably about like a good 3 to 4 months before going through with getting a consultation from different surgeons and talking to people. I spent on Facebook groups. I was watching every person's vlog on YouTube. I was just like, I need to know everything about before. How's the surgery day? How are people feeling? But the only problem is you don't feel 100% confident because everyone's story is so different. And it's so funny because we all have either the bypass, the SADI, the sleeve, the RNY. These are all common surgeries that all of us have, but why is everyone's journey so different? So it's just so funny. But yeah, prior to surgery, I just was trying to make myself fully just like invested in, okay, this is my last chance because I've tried other shots, semaglutide, I've tried HCG, I've tried Ozempic, I tried being on different diets as like a pescatarian, vegan, carnivore. I've tried almost everything.
Keto,
I've tried that too.
Keto.
Gotta love keto. So it's like doing that, I was like, okay, I need to just fully invest in this and see, is it safe? Can I see myself really doing this as a lifestyle change? Because I thought I was just going to be big forever and whoever I found would just have to accept me and I would just have the rest of my life as being the big boy and that's it, But yeah, it definitely helps prepare you for what you're about to go on this journey. And I'd say that it definitely is good because you're hearing real life stories from people, especially on Facebook groups. People tell every detail. They do not leave anything out. These surgeons are going to leave, right? Some of these surgeons that you go to talk to for these consultations, they might leave out certain stuff because, they're obviously selling themselves and they're trying to make sure that you get the surgery. So, but Facebook, join them Facebook groups. I promise you, they're going to tell you everything that you want to know as far as dieting, complications, before surgery, after surgery, everything. So.
And that was the goal with Bariatric Paths. It was, my thing is, I was in those same groups and I agree, you hear everything. But what I feel like is the missing thing is that since everyone is different, y'all, everyone can't be right. So just because you can't have gum because your doctor said no gum, or you can't have diet soda, doesn't mean that should be everyone's journey. And
100%.
You are the devil if you're drinking out of a straw. Like, those 100%. Are the ones I'm just like, I just want to present everyone's point of view. If find what works, leave what don't, but at least it's a place where you're hearing it all and making your own decision. I think that's the biggest thing. And so if you are going in those groups, just keep that in mind. Like, take what you like, leave what you don't, and ignore the crazies about the straw. It's okay.
Agreed. I definitely agree on that because I think the problem too with this whole social media thing is everyone's trying to be right versus why don't we all just pitch ideas to each other and then we figure out what works for every person and that's it.
Exactly. Like, just because you're working out twice a day, you're not yelling at me for only doing it once a day.
I'm like, all right, good that you're getting up and going,
We're both working out.
We're both working out. That's it.
Exactly.
The job is still getting done, so,
Exactly. Yeah. So When you were going through deciding on the surgery stuff, it sounds like you did a few things, of course, before the
Mhm.
surgery. So was it that you had reached a point of breaking and then you started trying the different things? Or did you
Mhm.
reach a point and you're like, okay, I got to get serious and do the surgery?
So for me, it was daily task started becoming very tough. Like as I said, going to get the mail downstairs, I was like huffing and puffing, and I'm like, I'm on the third floor. There's no reason I should be huffing and puffing just to go get mail, or
Mm,
putting clothes in the washer and dryer. It's inside of my apartment. Why are my calves hurting me? My shins are on fire. And I'm like, I
mm,
only took 20 steps to go bring clothes and put it in the washer and dryer. So it's just little things like that started building up and building up. And I'm like, no, I have to make a change. And then I think
mm,
basically for me, I talked about it on my podcast too, but I said that talking to my nutritionist, she broke down things very simple terms for me, and she gave me the confidence to be like, you know what, you really can do this and keep the weight off if you follow
mm-hmm.
all the protocols and everything like that. So
Because it's a
definitely helped me.
science. I don't
It
think
is.
people realize like it's a science to eating correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And keto ain't it.
No.
Like all those diets I ever did never
Yep.
followed what I was really supposed to do. So
Yep.
that's
It
why
never
it was
worked.
never sustained.
Yeah,
Even if you
and
did lose a little bit, long term, it never worked.
this is the only thing that actually guarantees you weight loss. Like everything else, people will say, "Oh, you can lose the weight." You might lose the weight, but you're gonna gain more than what you started with. At least this is a restriction. Like your stomach will physically be in pain if you try to go and cheat.
You have to work
Or
very hard. Very, very
yes,
hard.
very
Like
hard,
that's
you know?
dedication to gain all that weight.
Right. For real. So that's why I'm always like I'm so glad for, to go through this and, to not be able to eat a lot. Like I'm thankful for it because it stopped my binge eating and everything as a whole. So
Mm-hmm. So you chose the sleeve. What
yes, the
made you
gastric
choose the
sleeve.
sleeve?
Um After researching and seeing some videos of people with the bypass, it seemed like they were having more complications, and I was like, I don't know if I can handle all of what they're going through. So I'm like, let me try the gastric sleeve. They said I could lose like
Mm-hmm.
70 to 75 pounds. So I'm like, you know what? That's still good enough because I just need enough to get off my joints and stuff, so I can enjoy daily
Mm-hmm.
life. Because that was just
So
my
you weren't
concern.
even thinking that you were going to lose that much weight with the
No,
sleeve.
truthfully, I just thought like, okay, it's just gonna be like 50, 60 pounds, maybe
Mm-hmm.
probably less because I'm always the patient or the person that they go, we never have this case. This never happens. So I thought like, oh, watch, I'm gonna get the sleeve and then I'm gonna have all these complications and then be the only
Yeah.
client that's like, oh yeah, he only lost like 40 pounds, you know?
It
But
didn't
nope.
work for him. You
It,
know,
it
one person it didn't work.
Right. So that's why I was like, you know what, let me just try the sleeve and see if it works. And, the fact that they said it was a quick surgery and I'd be back to work in 6 to 7 weeks or 6 to 8
Yeah.
weeks. So I was like, you know what, might as well go for it. This is my last chance and let me just see what I can do with it. So,
But yeah, I mean, technically, you are still one of the exceptions because when I saw how much weight you lost, I thought
mm,
you did the bypass because I did the bypass too. And that one
okay.
is more common with the more drastic weight
Yep.
loss. Usually with the sleeve, you top off at like 100 pounds.
Right.
So you did, beat the odds. So
Right.
congratulations for you for that
I
one.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do think it's just the gym and being really strict on the
The
food.
twice a week.
Honestly, yeah, I
I mean,
feel like
twice a day.
going twice a day. I think that's really what caused it because I truthfully lost 100 around like the 4.5 month mark, and then
Oh,
like
wow.
yeah, and like
So it was
and
quick.
then after that it was like 5, 10, 15 pounds a month after that. So, but yeah,
Now
definitely just
sorry, I was
no,
gonna
no,
say
good,
something
good.
about your background.
Hmm.
You were an athlete even as
Yeah,
a big guy. So do you
yes.
think that also kind of helped? Like you were used to doing the athletics, but now your body was just more capable?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think so because growing up I played sports. Even though I was the bigger kid, I was always the big guy that was able to move. So,
Mm.
and it's funny because even now I'm like, how did I let myself go if I played sports? Like how like you played sports your whole life as a kid and then you just let yourself go. But
Mhm.
no, I think it was good because I got to appreciate myself at every stage, like playing sports,
Mm.
then being big, appreciating like wow, like you can't do all the things that you could do before, and then now being able to go back and be like wow, like now I can do those things that I couldn't do before. So
Do you
it's
want to
crazy
go
how it
back and play
changes.
now? You want to go find some guys to play some football right
Some
quick?
football, some soccer, something.
Like, let's go on the court.
Right? That's it.
So we had mentioned earlier about grieving food
Mhm.
and how you had your binge eating addiction. So what did that grieving process look like for you?
I would say in the beginning, it was kind of sad. I think there were some days I was like very sad. I didn't cry, but it just got to me because I'm like, oh my God, like one, you start
Mhm.
realizing how much time in the day food steals from you. Like even if you sit down for just an hour a day eating or snacking, if you do that 4 or 5 times, that's 5 hours out of your day gone that you don't get back. So
Mhm.
you have so much more time now. And then I feel like I grieved, you know, even though we're talking about weight loss and food, you also grieve like certain friends that you might lose throughout your journey, them close
Mhm.
friends that you thought were going to be, your day ones forever. You might have a falling out. So there were some friends that I'm not friends with now that, I mean, everything I see kind of why now, but during that process, I was like, why is just everything just kind of falling apart right now when,
Mhm.
this is supposed to be something good that, the start to a brand new chapter of my life, and then, not being able to snack like how I used to. I used to love snacking. Didn't matter what it was,
Mhm.
candy, chips, whatever. I was always a big snacker. And then now, like, I honestly just find different ways to find like healthier snacks. And I just don't snack as much, but I still have it.
Mhm.
But I just think you just grieve so many different parts of your life that you didn't realize were so bad to you before surgery. So,
Mhm. Cause I'm
mhm.
I'm a snacker and I'm still a snacker, but I just make
Yeah,
sure I'm snacking on good stuff now.
right.
But even like how we eat
Yes.
changes. Like you can't
Yes.
just gobble some down and
And,
then
and,
drink
and then
gulp of
drink.
water. Like
Yep.
you have to slow everything. It changed the whole experience changes. So where it's just like you so tired of chewing, you don't even
Yes.
care anymore, and you just
Yep.
like I don't care. Just I don't even
Yes.
want it. But then it's like now you're at this point where you're forcing yourself to eat because you still got to meet your protein goals and stuff because
Yep.
now not eating can hurt you. So
Yes.
it's like
Exactly.
it's a whole different relationship, really. It really
And
is a relationship with food. And yeah, it can be tough. I had a food funeral. I think that
really.
helped too. Yeah. So right before I did that pre-op diet,
Hmm.
I had like just like 5 or 6 people that I actually told because I didn't tell anyone. But those
Okay.
5 that I told, they came over. I cooked all my favorites, all my
Mm,
favorites. I had the dressing because I had my
mm.
surgery in October, so it was before the holidays.
Oh,
So I
okay.
knew I was gonna
Smart.
miss out on on the
Yeah.
dressing.
That's smart.
So it was just kind of like and honestly, looking back on it, I really didn't need to do that. But I just in my head saying, okay, after I get cut, all this got to go. I'm never
Right.
gonna do it again. Like now, I'll have a bite or two of dressing. It's not gonna kill me. But at the
Right.
time, I just felt like that's what I needed to do, and maybe that made the experience a little bit more dramatic because then I really was just like, my friend gone.
You're
But it's
right.
just kind of like it's like a different, just gotta approach it a little bit differently.
No, truthfully, I feel like everyone should probably do that because it really is like you're cutting ties with food. And it's so funny because I think we also forget you're cutting ties for just a brief moment. I think because
Yeah,
people
it felt
forget,
permanent.
yeah,
It
it
felt like
felt
for the rest of
permanent.
my life, I would never have dressing
Right.
again.
She was like, wait, you mean permanently I can't have this? No,
Because
but
they tell you, like, oh, if you eat certain stuff, you might dump, you might get sick and stuff. So you
yeah,
don't know until
right.
after you've gotten cut how your body's going to react. So in my head, it was
Yes.
just like, if I'm never able to handle dressing without dumping, I want to be able to experience my dressing.
Do it now, right?
Without jumping
Exactly.
or nausea or gets like I just want to enjoy it normally, just one more time.
Yep, yep. You were smart to do it before the holidays. Mine, I had my sleeve in December. It was December 17th, so it was right before Christmas. So Christmas was
Hmm.
not fun for me. I was smelling all the food, and I was in
I mean,
pain
I still don't think
still.
I did it early enough because I had it
No,
Halloween. I did it on
Oh, okay.
Halloween. So Thanksgiving, I was still mush. I hadn't even got to salads yet by the time we got
Right.
to Thanksgiving. So I still should have
Mm.
probably did it in September.
A little bit earlier.
It's just like, yeah, like all I can have is the broth. I don't, or not the, like the what do you call it? Pot liquor, the little
Like the
juice from the
yeah,
collards. I don't want to
right.
have fucking,
You
I
don't
don't
want that.
yeah.
Exactly. We need something to chew
Make me
on,
mad.
you know?
Yeah. But at that point, I was still like scared I was going to pull a stitch. It
Yep.
was
Oh,
fun.
me too.
Fun,
Me
fun.
too. Yes. I was so
I don't
petrified
know
those
how
first
people
few
was
weeks.
like, I want chicken wing after they just had the surgery. A chicken wing? Like, are you trying to
Listen,
die?
I just talked to someone who said they tried friggin' mac and cheese and soda 2 days after their surgery. I'm like,
I
did
couldn't
you not listen to
imagine.
your doctor?
I could
So
not
I
imagine.
don't
Like,
know. It's just crazy. I was so petrified to
cause,
try anything or stretch a stitch or
mm-hmm,
have to go back into
mm-hmm,
that hospital. Once I got out, I'm like, I'm not
man.
coming back here. You're not
Yes.
seeing
And
me.
that was another reason why I got the bypass, because I was just like, I didn't want to have to get a revision. Like,
Oh,
I'm trying to do
smart.
this just one
One
time,
time, yep.
get it, because I ain't coming back.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah.
before we jump back into the episode, I wanted to tell you something really special we've been building. Echoes of You Wellness Fest. And it is happening September 19th at the Kroc Center in Atlanta, Georgia. This isn't just another event. It is a space for real people navigating wellness, weight loss, healing, identity shifts, movement, confidence, all of it. And we're bringing together community, conversations, resources, and experiences designed to remind you that your journey matters and you don't have to figure this out alone. So if you're craving connection, support, inspiration, or honestly, just a room of people who get it, I want to see you there. You can get updates, ticket info, vendor opportunities, and more at www.bariatricpaths.com or www.echoesofyoufest.com. I hope to see everyone there. Now let's get back to the episode. So you said that you were working is your podcast with your nutritionist, or are you
Yes.
working with her?
Yeah, my
So
podcast with my
how has
nutritionist.
that helped with your journey? Because I know for me, I haven't talked to my nutritionist since my warrior check-in.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, so basically we started out in the beginning before surgery, and I had to get 12 visits with her. So we
Mm-hmm,
kind of like spread it out through the course of like 3 weeks. And she was
mm-hmm,
so good. I felt like I learned so much about like food and the way to eat and just a whole a whole lifestyle change in general. And I felt so comfortable with her. I said, "Listen, can I just see you once a month for an entire year after surgery? Because I feel like I know I'm gonna change probably every month or 2 months. So I'm
mm-hmm.
probably gonna need help as far as food and dieting and you know at some point when I do want to add muscle, do I have to add carbs? So it was so many key points."
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I tell people this journey wasn't just me. Yes, I put in the work, but she was really the one helping me
It's like a
behind the
team.
scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she really helped guide me. And that's why I try to talk about her as much as I can because without her, I really feel like I would have probably fell off or probably would have been dieting wrong. So,
That's
truthfully,
good you were able to have that type of relationship. Because I felt like,
yeah,
and I like my nutritionist. She was very sweet and nice, but it did kind of feel like well, what'd you eat for breakfast? What'd you eat for lunch?
that's the
What'd you
thing.
eat for dinner?
Right.
Okay. Gave me a
I'll
couple
see you next
tips.
time.
And it was just,
Right.
yeah, it didn't really seem that impactful. Like, but I
Right.
can see how if you're talking to your nutritionist on that type of level, how that could be very beneficial. Because that's one thing I do feel like after that surgery,
Hmm.
it just feels like the surgeon team and everything, they're done. They got they
Yes.
check. It's on you now.
Right.
So it's just kind of like you having that support for a whole year afterwards. I'm sure that that made a very big difference and you're
Yes.
able to be so successful
Yeah.
because that's something where it's just kind of like they hold your hand very close up
Hmm.
until surgery day. And then
Yeah.
it's just like, okay,
That's
bye.
yes, exactly. Yes, that's almost every surgeon team after surgery, you can't get the same treatment back. And she's the only
Mm-mm.
person that from the first day treated me the same, answered my calls, text, email.
Oh, wow.
Anytime that we had an appointment, if she said, okay, the appointment's gonna be from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., there's times we'd be talking until 8:30, 9 p.m. And I'm just asking
Mm.
her questions and she's answering. I'm sure she had other things to do, but she stayed to help me. So that's why,
Mhm.
like, I try to value everyone's time. And I'm like, if she took time out of her day to make sure that I'm good and I'm staying on track, I cannot begin to let her down, you know? So that's why before I was thinking of doing the podcast on my own. And
Mhm.
we just happened to be talking about what do you want to do in the bariatric space? Because she knew I also created a bariatric journal and she's
Mhm.
like, it's doing really well. And I've told my patients about it. And I said, I'm trying to do something else, but I don't know what I want to do. But I feel like the podcast space is just something big that we can get into, but we have to get in now because there's not too many of us doing it. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't see too many bariatric podcasts. And then I eventually found you. And then I'm like, I need to come up with a podcast now because now you got me motivated. So now I'm like, I said, we have to start this up now. So I came up with this name. It's called Heavy Topics and Lighter Lives.
I
And many
like that
times,
title, by the way.
yeah, I appreciate it. So I just thought about it because I'm like, everyone says on my TikTok videos and all that I always bring up like really good topics. So I was like, why don't
Mhm.
we start talking about like really heavy topics? But this is also trying to relate to people that are now losing weight. So that's where we came with the heavy
Mhm.
topics and lighter lives. So we
So what kind
definitely
of topics are you thinking about discussing? Is it gonna be
one of
more bariatric, or is it just real
uh
stuff and bariatric's like a part of it?
I think yeah, so we're planning to make it with around weight loss, but also talking about bariatrics like involved in it. So something that's big,
Mhm.
right? People don't
Mhm.
like taking their vitamins every day. And the stories
Yes.
that Dr. Lillian has told me from people that didn't take their vitamins, like there's someone who's got permanent brain damage and now her family's trying to like sue the doctor because
Mhm.
they feel like okay, he contributed to this, but she didn't take her vitamins every day.
Mhm.
So when you hear stories like that, you start realizing like wait, like people say this often and people take it
Mhm.
as a joke, like, it's fine. Like, I can miss a couple days. Yes, it's fine if you miss a couple, but don't miss 4 or 5 months straight of no vitamins, you know?
Yeah.
So I
I
just
saw a
really want to talk about
TikToker.
that. Hmm.
I saw a TikToker. She was an influencer and she was doing well and everything. And all of a sudden she posted from the hospital, y'all take y'all vitamins. And I
Oh
was just
my
like, I didn't even know
God.
you weren't taking them. And
Wow.
she ended up passing.
Oh,
I'm not saying she
wow.
passed on TikTok, but
Yeah,
last
yeah.
time we saw her was in the hospital and then she was
Wow.
gone. And I was just like,
Oh my
y'all, let me get my
gosh.
vitamins.
Yes. I'm telling you,
I mean,
it's
I
those
take them,
things.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I take them because I also, when I don't, I can feel like I
You feel
feel
the difference, right?
weaker. And yeah, so I actually
Yeah.
notice a difference for me
Yep.
that I have to take them just so that I can have the energy to keep going and everything. But
Right.
that is a very good topic because that's honestly how I reached out to you from your TikTok when
Hmm.
you were mentioning dating. And I'm just
Yep.
like, that's something people don't talk about. But
Yeah.
if you do lose weight while you're single, I'm sure that's going to have an impact on a lot of things. So
Yes.
I am excited to see how it goes. Do you have
Yes, I
a
appreciate that.
premiere date yet, or it's
So
coming?
it's so funny that you said that. We actually posted the first episode today. So I'll definitely be gonna send you a plug on that link so you can go watch
Yes, and
it.
we'll put it in the show
Yes,
notes for sure.
for
But
sure.
that is awesome.
Yes, I appreciate
Congratulations.
that.
Welcome.
I'm in the podcast space now with
Yes,
you.
yes. Look, you're gonna have to have me on one time.
Listen, come on, listen. That was already in the plan, so don't you worry.
Okay, good.
That
Yes,
was
I love
already
coming
in the
on and just
plans.
talking
Of course,
because
of
I can't
course.
wait to meet your dietitian. She sounds like
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah,
So that's
she's
gonna be
amazing.
good.
Yes, for sure.
So you mentioned the journal. What's the
Hmm.
journal about?
So for the bariatric journal, I realized that some other people made bariatric journals, but they just put
Mm-hmm.
stuff for people to like write down their thoughts and stuff. They didn't put like
Mm-hmm.
stuff for your medications. They didn't put anything for your water, your protein intake. So I just was taking a bunch of mental notes of what people weren't doing and just put it all into my journal. So now you can go in there, write your thoughts down, track your water, your protein goals. You can keep track of it like over time, whether it's a couple of weeks, couple of months, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also put things in there to keep them motivated. I also began to write just like a letter inside of there that people can read it, and just so they stay on track and try to stay motivated. So that's just what kept me going. I truly didn't do it for the money or anything. I really just wanted to see it impact people, and
Mm-hmm.
just seeing people order it and say this really helped me on my journey is the biggest thank you that I can get. So that was the reason
Mm-hmm.
why I just absolutely love it. I don't promote it just as much now because I'm trying to promote this podcast, but
Yeah.
just one of the biggest things I'm thankful for is just being able to, you know, I feel like a lot of people should start to talk about like what is the impact that they can make, whether it's in their life, whether it's in the bariatric community, whatever it may be. And I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to make an impact, whether, it's podcasting, whether it's a journal, whether it's selling a t-shirt, like I even thought about doing
Dang.
clothing. So I'm just
Mm-hmm.
thinking of all the different ways that, can be able to benefit the whole entire space within itself
Mm-hmm.
and then also try to add value. So,
Same. Because even like for me, you don't realize what everyone is going through
yeah,
and everyone, how they think, how they feel. So something that just seems so simple for you might really be life changing for
yeah,
someone else. And so the fact that you're going in at it in such a pure, meaningful way is how you know you're going to make a difference because that's all you're trying to do anyways.
right.
And so I definitely commend you on that. That's one of the main reasons why I started Bariatric Paths is because I was looking for something like
Right,
Bariatric Paths. I
right.
wanted community, real talk, just sharing stories without judgment,
Yep.
but just, talking it out because no one understands this journey unless you're in
Yes.
this
Unless
journey.
you're in this journey, yes. It's so real.
And like, I love my husband and he was very supportive, but he did
Hmm.
not get when I was just like, I'm so tired of chewing. He was just
Yeah.
like, okay, stop chewing. It's like, you don't understand. If I
You're right.
stop
You don't
chewing,
get
I'm going to
it.
choke and throw up. Like, it's a lot
Yep.
going on right now.
My family was the same way. Same way. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Have people.
Yeah,
Have your
yeah.
people.
Yeah. I I think that's why it's such a big space on TikTok because out of all the platforms, I think that's just the biggest bariatric space that we have right now, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone is so supportive. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm just like, if like we keep pushing this out and keep trying to make an impact, it's only gonna keep growing and growing. So I'm trying to
Exactly.
see you keep on doing amazing things. I know you're gonna keep killing it. I see you almost every day. I see brand new clips. I'm like, okay, she is on her grind right now.
I'll give you some tools to help you because it takes a lot
Yeah,
to push it out, but
I
there's
know.
some things out there that makes it helpful.
Okay,
But
all right.
yeah, but definitely, I'm so proud.
Yeah,
Yay! Look at
thank you.
us!
Right, look at us. We doing the thing.
Woo! Black magic. What?
Right, make it work.
All right.
uh,
So before we go, what I do at the end of every episode is a my journey, my business. So this is where you're able to share your little nugget of truth of something that you do that may be against the rule book or the status quo, but it's something you do to help you and is your journey. So it's
mhm.
your business. So what would you like
Mm.
to share with the audience today?
Something that I like to share is that I do drink apple juice often. I know they
I thought
say,
you were about to say liquor.
listen, we've also tried that too, but that also might be in a different podcast. But everybody swears by you can't have sugar, you can't have sugar. I've probably
Mm-hmm.
had
And
sugar
that's a lot
almost,
of sugar too.
yeah, but mine is the one with no sugar. Well, it's like not extra sugar added, but
Oh,
it
okay, no
hasn't
sugar
affected
added. Yeah.
me in any way. Like I feel the same. It hasn't affected my blood work.
Mm-hmm.
My blood work comes back normal. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might not work for someone else, but it's worked for me. I'm still have the same energy. It hasn't changed anything I've done, but these doctors swear like you can't have sugar, you can never have it. I promise you. And I'm
You
drinking
can
like a
have
tall glass of it too. I'm not having just a little cup. So I
mhm.
don't know. It's something that works
You
for
can
me.
have sugar.
Yeah.
But what I do notice is like your body will tell you when you having too much sugar
Too much
though.
sugar. Yes. When you're having too
Like
much,
that
it'll tell
one
you.
extra bite
Yep.
is almost like I didn't even realize it. When I was telling my mom, she's a nurse, and she was just like, "Yeah, it sounds like your sugar, like your sugar crash, and you just like your blood sugar bottom out." Because I was just like,
Right.
I just felt dizzy, and I started shaking, and I was just like, "What's going?" And all I did was had literally just mindlessly cleaning up after the kids. They had left some Sour Patch Kids on the table, and I just put
Right.
a couple. And I thought I was about to die. I was like,
Really?
it was just like the sour. It was only maybe, and it was kind of early on, but it was
Oh,
probably like
okay,
5 or 6, and just ate them all at once because I'm just like,
You
you
like,
know,
yeah, whatever. Right, right.
and about died. So your body will tell you
Well, I'll tell you for
when you
sure.
done too much.
Right,
But
right,
for me, if I stay under like 15, 10 grams per serving,
right,
anything like that range, I'm
right.
fine. But
Yeah,
again, that's our journey.
that's
What's
what I'm
your
saying.
journey? You got to figure that out.
You just gotta do what just works for you, right? Like, there's some people
Mhm.
some people like to smoke. Like, I enjoy a good cigar on like the weekends, and that is
Mhm.
just me. Now they say you should never smoke. Listen, it's just become part of my lifestyle, but it doesn't affect
Yeah.
anything that I do. I just like to do it so I can relax, and that's it. But
Mhm.
as far as it affecting my
Excellent.
blood work, anything, everything comes back normal. So as long as that's good and the
Don't
weight's
you
under
love
control,
that?
right?
I
Balance.
love
You
it when
see,
I
we get
come back and
balance.
they be like, it's all green on my
Yeah,
blood work, green,
yep.
green, green. I was like,
You
they
finally,
got
you
no
finally don't have
reds, no
the red.
yellows.
I know.
I was like, I didn't
Yeah.
even know they had this color.
Right. I was like, damn, I haven't seen green in like years since I was like a baby.
Yeah. It's
You
like,
know?
oh, okay. Out of
Right.
the red. Oh
Oh
my gosh. Thank
man.
you so much, Cory. This
Thanks
was
so much for
such
bringing me
a
on the
fun
podcast.
episode. I'm going to bring you
Yes.
back because it was fun. We got
Yes,
good vibes. We
definitely.
got
Of
good vibes.
course. Definitely. Let me know when, and I'll definitely be back for sure.
Absolutely. So go ahead and share where the audience can reach you, find you, if they want to follow you in your journey.
Sure. If you want to reach me on any socials, it's the same thing, Sleeved with Cory. And then for the podcast is Heavy Topics and Lighter Lives. If you search it up on YouTube, it should be the first one that pops up. So you'll find
All
us.
right. And we'll make sure to put all of that in the show notes. So
I
thank
appreciate
you so
that.
much,
Thanks so much,
Cory.
Latoya. I appreciate
Yay.
it. Thank you.
Okay, Bariatric Paths family, it's officially time. I am so excited to finally announce Echoes of You Wellness Festival, a brand new in-person wellness experience happening September 19th, 2026 at the Salvation Army Kroc Center in Atlanta, Georgia. And listen, this is not one of those perfect wellness events where everyone is acting like healing is easy. This is going to be for real people, real journeys, real struggles, and real growth. Whether you're post-op, pre-op, no-op, rebuilding your confidence, trying to find yourself again, or just learning how to take care of yourself for once, this space is for you. We're bringing together wellness, community, movement, vendors, conversations, resources, and people who truly understand what it feels like to fight for your health and your peace. Because healing isn't just physical. And honestly, a lot of us are craving connection with people who get it. We get it, right? So I wanted to create a space where we can walk in, feel comfortable, supported, inspired, and seen. And we have done that. So mark your calendars for September 19th, Echoes of You Wellness Fest in Atlanta, Georgia at the Kroc Center. For updates, tickets, vendors, sponsorship, head over to bariatricpass.com or echoesofyoufest.com. We're just getting started, and I cannot wait to experience this with you all. I hope to see everyone there. This episode may end here, but the journey doesn't. Parallel Paths is the Bariatric Paths membership for people who want continued support, real conversations, and connection beyond the podcast. If that sounds like what you need right now, go to www.bariatricpaths.com and see if the community feels like the next right step for you. Remember, your journey is yours, but you are not alone. Go out there and crush it. Bye. This podcast is for support and inspiration only. It is not medical advice. Always talk to your doctor or care team about what's right for you.